Doubles and coffee. I wasn't going to do this because I don't bother with non-entities, but Mr. Gary Aboud, fisherman and friends of the sea, you just out of the blue make a video to attack the UNC and say that you will support anything or anything to attack and make sure the UNC do it. Just so? You okay, Gary? Mr. Aboud, you all right? Your last checkup went well? What are you? Just like that? Because what? Philip Edward Alexander is a spokesman for the UNC. First and foremost, the United National Congress is a party with a leader, an elected national executive, a PRO, a position of communications, a communications department. We have messengers, we have communication, social media across the board. Philip Edward Alexander is not even a member of the United National Congress. Any citizen is free to support the UNC. Some may have strong views, some may have different views, some may have views that you agree with, some may have views that you disagree with. Policy comes from the national executive of the UNC. Kamla Persad has laid out her policy in every sphere. In this aspect, when you're talking about business, Kamla Persad is pro-business. When she was Prime Minister, she increased the foreign reserves. She created 55,000 jobs. There was an average of 1.2 billion US of foreign direct investment. She diversified the economy. Businesses made profits. The Christmas was the best ever, and the economy was booming. Energy sector and non-energy sector, manufacturing and agriculture, businesses. She also made the climate safer. There was safety and security. People felt safe to move around and buy things. Kamla Persad has never said anything about anti-business in any form or fashion. So your rant, your misdirected emotional rant and attack on Kamla Persad and the UNC is unwarranted. It's not based on fact. And it makes me, and I know you very long, I admire some of your fights for the environment and so on, even though recently you've been very quiet despite the most heinous crimes against the environment, against people, the PNM that has been decimating the economy. I haven't heard you, but that's okay. Some people get tired, they lose energy, and I wish you all the best. But this unwarranted, scathing attack on the United National Congress, because you disagree with Philip Edward Alexander, he's the leader of the People's Empowerment Party, deal with that. But I didn't hear you when you're talking about hate and all those kind of things. Since you hate, how come when all of the PNM spokespersons, how come Maxi Copy, when he was a minister and he wrote the most racist article op-ed in the Express against Indian people? How come when Rowley tried to equate and tried to downplay indentured servants and saying that they negotiated to come here and they were paid and so on, those sort of hateful words, when PNM's spokespersons like Juliet Davy and so on attack UNC, attack Kamla, attack Indians, attack me and tell man to run over my wall and deal with me seriously and so on, I didn't see you do a video to condemn hatred. When the PNM deals with health and 28 babies die and they showed scorn on the people and they try to cover up and lie, I didn't see you do a video. So Philip Alexander get under your skin and you decide to attack the UNC, a separate entity, a political party made up of disparate arms that function. It's okay, I understand, because I know where your heart was, is, and will always be. You and your family. So don't get tired, you just prove it to me. And I know you're not man enough to apologize. You got emotional. What you attack Kamla for? What you attack the UNC for? Philip Edward Alexander is not a member of the UNC. He's not elected. He's not in the NATEX. He's not in the PRO. He says no communication. He has no official capacity for the UNC. Just so you jump on the UNC, Gary Aboud, you're a little bit emotional. Suppose I was to say now, since Gary Aboud attacking the UNC, I call on all my supporters, all my UNC brethren across the country to not buy anything from Moda Life. Would you like that? Just so? So Gary Aboud, I'll give you a chance. Maybe you got emotional, you're vexed, you didn't have your coffee this morning, something wasn't right, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But withdraw that ridiculous statement. And if you disagree with Philip Edward Alexander, deal with Philip Edward Alexander and his Progressive Empowerment Party. Leave me, leave Kamla, leave the UNC alone. And the UNC is pro-business. The UNC is pro-economy. The UNC is pro-competition. The UNC is pro-equity, foreign exchange, business, opportunity, safety, education, culture, sport, fishermen and friends. The UNC is for fishermen. The UNC is for bringing back regular gas. The UNC is for protecting fishermen and the nets, protecting the outboard engines, keeping them safe out there, making sure the Coast Guard patrolling, making sure there are real changes to the sort of trawling and decimation of the seabed, to put real practice to make sure that we replenish the fish reserves. The UNC is fisherman and friends. You know where you get emotional for, Gary? Come on, Gary. You let me down, brother. Bless.